he just arrived. Dave, what can you tell us about what police have learned at this point?
Well, this is a very detailed operation investigation really here. I'm going to step out of the way. We'll show you this very active scene here. Nichols and Rosa Parks here in Highland Park at an apartment complex where Fox 2 sources have confirmed the bodies of 3 missing rap artists have been found. The rappers went missing since a concert in Detroit they were supposed to play got canceled nearly 2 weeks ago. Armani Kelly, 38, Montoya Givens, 31, and Dante Wicker, 31, are rappers who were slated to perform at Lounge 31 on 7 Mile near Gratiot on January 21st, but that event was canceled. Now, this looks to be an apartment complex that may have some vacant units there. We know that Michigan State Police, the 2nd District, tweeted out that members of their homicide task force are here. The Metro South Post and the MSP Forensic Lab are currently working the scene. There's a nearby auto repair shop. Brian, let's pan over a little bit to the right. You can see the command center, the mobile command center from the Detroit Police Department also here. And we saw police officers working the Butler's Towing auto repair. Surveillance cameras here looking for video, looking for any evidence that they might be able to find. Detectives are currently working to obtain search warrants to search the building and recover the victims. Again, a very active scene here, certainly shaking up people who've been walking by, folks who haven't necessarily wanted to talk on camera because they're still trying to figure out what's going on here, but a very disturbing discovery indeed. We are checking with our sources at Michigan State Police and others who are working all of this, and we will bring you the latest as soon as we get it. We'll be following this all night on Fox 2 News at 10 and The Edge at 11. We're live in Highland Park. Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
Well, Dave, how were police alerted that those 3 bodies were inside the apartment building? Was it perhaps a tenant in the apartment complex, or did they receive a tip? Do we know that at this point?
You know, that's something we're working on. One interesting detail, we do know that there was an arrest made. There's a report out there that there was an arrest made of a juvenile who was connected to the vehicles that belong, one of the vehicles that belonged to one of the rap artists in this case. That was information coming from the Macomb County Prosecutor's Office. So you can imagine there's a correlation or coordinated investigation. Multiple counties here, Wayne County and Macomb County, working on this. So we're still trying to get more details on this. And the vibe we got really for the press conference that Detroit Police called earlier this week was that they were closing in on something, really. So it was pretty clear from, I think, our team that was there, that
closing in on what?
You know, something was in the works in terms of this investigation and a major break. And of course, this is a very tragic development here, and police continue to work this and try to put all these questions with some answers tonight.
We know you're going to be staying on this story, and we'll get the latest from you tonight on Fox 2 News at 10. Thanks, Dave.
That was the video from Channel 2. This is the video from Channel 4. Now, Channel 2 says it's not an abandoned home that they was found in. But Channel 4 was also, they found them in an abandoned home. Feel me? The bull. You know, it's like, come on, it's either y'all fighting to try to get the first story, and y'all just gonna say whatever. Y'all ain't noticed that there was other apartments open.
Tonight, police believe they have found their bodies.
Jacqueline Francis is at the scene tonight with new information. Jacqueline.
Kimberly and Devon police have been on scene for hours now, scouring the area after discovering 3 bodies in the basement of an abandoned apartment building.
It was not abandoned when Channel 2 was there.
Police sources telling us tonight they believe those bodies are those of the 3 missing rappers last seen 11 days ago.
All I want is someone to tell me where he's at so we can go home and I can lay him to rest.
This was Lori Kemp earlier today, hours before police made an alarming discovery. Kemp's son, Armani Kelly, has been missing for close to 2 weeks.
Deep in my gut and in my soul and in my heart, he's gone.
Her mother's intuition may now be a reality. 3 bodies were discovered in the basement of an apartment building on McNichols, west of Woodward. Police sources tell Local 4 they believe they are the bodies of Kelly and his 2 friends, rap artists Dante Wicker and Montoya Givens. All three have been missing since January 21st. Kelly was supposed to perform at a Detroit club that night, but the performance was canceled. He, along with the two others, haven't been seen or heard from since. Kelly's mom says police alerted her to the discovery of the three bodies, but have not confirmed the identities at this time. About an hour ago, Michigan State Police sent the forensics team inside of the building to begin collecting evidence. They said it's going to be a slow process because of the condition the building is in, and they say it's also rat infested. Again, at this time, they are not confirming the identity of those three bodies now. Reporting live.
They're not confirming the what?
Ways to go yet in the investigation.
Wow. Wow, really? Like, you heard two different news coverages. One saying it's not abandoned, one saying it is. They don't want to give the names of the bodies. The mother is like, I already know my son dead, fuck it. But here's the real question: how can you get a hold of three grown men? Two of them in their 30s, one of them is almost here. How can y'all get a hold of these guys? And then put them in the same spot. Look, I was watching Ghetto Boys, Willie D, his podcast. And he got some info saying that how do they know that these bodies were here? According to his research, he said that that there was a raid somewhere, and the person of interest led the cops to those three bodies. Throwing on my conspiracy theory snapback, I think the cops did this. Because we got three different agencies working on this damn case. They got the 15-year-old teenager connected to the car that they found in Warren. They questioned him and they let him go. Because at the end of the day, a 15-year-old ain't gonna take down two 30-year-olds and almost 30-year-old. That's not happening. They just questioned him, gave him a slap on the wrist, even though it was some Grand Theft Auto shit he was on. Probably saw Easy Car and took it and realized it was part of a crime. I know he was scared out of his boots, but anyway, look. This case, I think they're telling on themselves right now. Because the only way for three people to get caught like that is you gotta have a team. And the team gotta be armed. This was cold and calculated. They was probably targeted. You feel me? But it'll be real messed up. It'll be real messed up if they find out that law enforcement had some involvement in this. And all these law enforcement agencies are involved because they really want to try to cover some shit up. And what they're not mentioning, both of these news people are not mentioning that the cops already contacted one of the mothers and told them that the son was dead. So what is going on? I'll leave that for y'all to decide. It's your man's Hurricane. I'm going to keep my eye on this case. I'm out.